The other thing that I would like to talk about today is what do I do when my copyright is infringed? We talked so far as to what qualifies as a copyright, how you create copyright registration. So last thing I want to talk about is what do I do when I see a copyright infringement? So copyright infringement commonly happens. It happens all the time, every day. My photographs that I posted on Instagram, you find it on other people's Instagram. You'll see someone else's video getting captured and then being on someone else's website. These things are technically all copyright infringement. The big copyright infringement, when it happens, the problem is with copyright infringement, a lot of infringers are sometimes located not in the US. The US is one of the countries that has the strongest intellectual property protection. With the protection, a lot of infringers end up being in a third world countries or end up being in a developing country where the intellectual property law is not as developed or not as strong. So the problem is, how are you going to find these people? How are you going to find the infringer and make them stop? So that's when the US came out with the idea of Digital Millennium Copyright Act. In shortened term, we call it DMCA. And DMCA is really, really powerful. What DMCA allows you to do is copyright owner can have a server, internet provider, to stop publishing or pull down certain material that is copyright infringing. So what does that mean? That means if your photographs are on someone else's Instagram, you can have Instagram, you can notify Instagram and have Instagram stop the other user from using that photos. How do I do this? Typically, DMCA notice has to be sent to these servers. These servers mandatorily has to have certain policy to follow when it comes to DMCA notices. Why? If they do not have that and if they do not comply with the DMCA notices, they can be exposed to also copyright infringement liability, just like the infringers. But one of the work our firm handled recently was we had this online retailer who was selling their products online, and they were big. One day, this random infringer showed up and then stole all the photos, pretended to be our client, and then opened up Instagram account and then put all the photos on there, start selling their product. What we had to do was we sent out a DMCA notice to Instagram. They put down all the photos right away. We shut down that account, so further infringement doesn't happen and further damage does not happen. Also, another big example we do is we deal with a lot of gaming company. You see these pirated work that is happening in a private servers. We're able to find a company that provides this private servers services and then shut those down. So these are method of protecting your own copyright products and making sure the consumers are not confused by infringed copyright work that you can utilize. DMCA is a very, very powerful tool that you can utilize in protecting your copyright. This is what I wanted to tell you today. Copyrights, as these days, online presence is so important. Online presence becomes very, very important for a lot of clients. Protect yourself, protect your copyrights, and make sure in the online space that your rights are protected. Thank you.